Welcome back to Casual Buzz Rugby. It's the official Rugby World Cup prediction video. We're going through every single pool, saying who's going to finish first and who's going to finish second. Let's make it an interactive video. I mean, even if you agree, let me know that you agree in the comments. If you disagree, rant about it in the comments. Go crazy. Tell me what your thoughts are on these predictions. Let me know who you think is going to finish first and second. I'm very excited for it. I mean, we took a bit of a break, a couple of days off, just to, rehydrate, re-energize. Jeez, that was a horrible word, but I mean, we're getting into it. Re-energize before the Rugby World Cup. We're going full-fledged, full steam into this. Very excited about it. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Of course, starting off with Pool A, and I mean, we're starting off with the biggest game. We got New Zealand versus France. Of course, in the pool, you got Italy, Uruguay, Namibia as well. But let's be honest, of course, Italy has been brilliant in their warm-up games. Put Romania in a spliff, outplayed Japan as well. But do I see an upset coming for Italy over the New Zealand and France? New Zealand has won the tournament the most times, the equal amount as the proud Bok jersey that I'm wearing. But I don't see an upset coming here. I think New Zealand and France going through. But I think this pool gets sorted in the first game. And I don't see New Zealand winning in their first game. This is not a knock on New Zealand, to be honest. I think it's the first game of the World Cup. France will be up for it. Home tournament for them as well. I'm going with France to finish first, and I'm going with New Zealand to finish second. After that, it will be a breeze for New Zealand and for France. But I've got France to top the pool, New Zealand to come second, just because of that first game. So that's my official prediction for Pool A. Of course, I love New Zealand. I would love them to beat. I would love for them to beat France, but you can't just look over France. France has been dominant, especially when it comes to the physicality. We know what South Africa did the previous game when it came to physicality on New Zealand. Of course, New Zealand has the injury now of, is it Tyrell Lomax? Tyrell Lomax injured. I'm not too sure if Brodie Retallick is going to be back. So it's two big losses. Of course, France sitting without Intermac and what's his name, Dante, that I just heard this morning that is injured. But I still think France will have enough to get it over the line, especially with the backing of the crowd. Moving on to the pool of death, Pool B: South Africa, Ireland, Scotland, Tonga, Romania. I mean, there's a lot of people predicting an upset victory for Scotland over South Africa. And I mean truly a lot. Now, this is going to be a wild shout. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised if South Africa beats Scotland, Ireland beats South Africa, and Scotland beats Ireland. I would not be surprised if that happens at all. And just to throw something extra in the mix, I wouldn't even be surprised if Tonga beats Scotland, which would be absolutely crazy. Okay? But my official prediction for the pool, and the one that I'm most certain of, is that Romania is coming last. Tonga is coming fourth. In that third spot, I've got Scotland. I don't see Scotland really beating us, to be fair. I mean, I would love Scotland. I would love for Scotland to play second and South Africa top. I mean, it would be the first time ever that two teams go through to the quarterfinals that come from the same country. Absolutely madness. It would be historic. But that is not my official prediction. I got Scotland coming third because they're not beating South Africa, okay? Scotland playing this nice rugby and stuff, but everyone was talking. Remember in 2019, after New Zealand beat South Africa, everyone was saying, geez, South Africa looks there for the taking. We know they enjoy an upset. Maybe Italy could pull something like Japan did in 2015, and Italy played South Africa, and South Africa absolutely wiped the floor with their ass. I mean, Scotland's not beating South Africa. They don't have the physicality for it. Yes, they play nice and wide and stuff. But I mean, it's not... You can't compare Scotland's playing wide and stuff to the likes that New Zealand can do. And I just think South Africa will put on a dominant performance against Scotland. Yes, you could say I'm biased, but read the name. I see South Africa wiping the floor with Scotland with about 20 points. But I do predict us to lose against Ireland, which means Ireland tops the group. I've got Ireland to top it and South Africa to come second. But I think South Africa will hope to have qualifications in the bag. I don't mind us losing to Ireland if it means we're still going through. You're still playing either France or New Zealand. I mean, pick your poison. So I don't think South Africa will worry too much about losing to Ireland. Of course, we don't want to lose to Ireland. Of course, the players don't want to lose to Ireland. But I wouldn't even be surprised if we feel we've got it in the bag, play a rotated team against Ireland, and then play our stronger squads again. Give the guys an extra rest weekend. I would not be surprised if that happened at all, which means South Africa will take on France in the quarters and Ireland will take on New Zealand in the quarters. And to be fair, that's kind of what I want to see. I'm not going to lie. Even if it was South Africa placing first and New Zealand placing first, I want to see South Africa against France and New Zealand against Ireland. Those are the two I want to see. I don't want to see another Southern Hemisphere clash unless it's in the final. Because we all know the World Cup is staying in the South, obviously. Okay, so that is my official prediction going into Pool B. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people disagreeing with that shout. Of course, I want us to place first. This is not what you want to happen video. This is a prediction video. So that I'm sticking with it. I might get some grief. But I mean, deal with it. Moving on to Pool C, and it's another group of death. It's the winners of the losers. Moving on to the final two pools. You got Wales, Australia, Fiji, Georgia, Portugal. And to be honest, as I said, it's a group of death. But I mean, these teams make, if you're from that country, you just want to die when you watch their rugby at the moment, except for Australia. Because people are underrating Australia, and I've got them to top the group. If you look at the games, Eddie Jones' play, he's had a horrific, he's had a nightmare playing against South Africa in his first game. But every game has been a better performance, better performance, better performance, better performance. They haven't gotten the results, to be honest. But just look at the way they play. The games have gotten closer. Just look at the performances in the 2 weekends against New Zealand. Look at their game against New Zealand, the final weekend, and compare it to their game against South Africa in their first weekend. It's a night and day shift. So I've got Australia to top the group, Wales, the retirement home, to not place second. I've got Fiji going through, who wiped the floor with England, which was absolutely glorious. And then the tough one is deciding who comes third, because Georgia isn't bad at all. I mean, Georgia put on a performance against Scotland in that first half, and that performance in one half alone against Scotland gave me a lot of confidence saying the Boks will wipe the floor with Scotland, okay? But I mean, it's tough choosing between Wales and Georgia. Of course, Wales, I talk a lot about rugby heritage, so I wouldn't be surprised if Wales actually tops the group somehow. But I've got Wales falling out, placing third, Georgia fourth, and then Portugal, thanks for coming, participation trophy, you get fifth. But I'm very impressed with the way the Fijians are playing at the moment. I'm backing Eddie Jones. I've always rated Eddie Jones. I know I've had to swallow my words a couple of times backing him on the short journey lifespan of this channel, but I'm backing Eddie to get it over the line, placing first in Pool C, the group of death to me. Pool D, you got England, Japan, Argentina, Samoa, Chile. I mean, it's another group of death. You got 3 group of deaths and a walkover group, which is Pool A. England, I mean, it will be a great story if they beat Chile, because they are absolutely horrific at the moment. I mean, I know, you know, this great story where a player comes out after struggling and they put out a tweet, doubt us. What Ellis Gen said. But I don't see anything from England. Like, there's no positives to take from their play. It's literally bleach to my eyes. It's almost like a sickness just running around on the field. So I've got Argentina to top the group. But I do have England coming second. I mean, Japan, they've just not been at the races for me. Samoa, decent team. I've got Samoa coming third. I think somehow England, with rugby heritage, they'll get it right in the World Cup. I think they'll have enough support in France to get them over the line. So I've got Argentina topping the group, England to place second, Samoa third, Japan fourth, and then Chile as well, participation trophy. Thanks for coming. Yeah. I mean, do you agree with that? I know a lot of people might say England's going to get it right somehow and then place top. I know it's a bit hypocritical predicting Australia to come first, even if they've been shocking with their results, and then saying England will place second. But I mean, I've been impressed with Argentina. Argentina gave us a game in our own backyard, even with the physicality, which was crazy. So let's do another quick little prediction to end the video. I just thought about it on the spot whilst I was looking. If you look at all the nations that I said will place fifth in their pool, which is Namibia, Romania, Portugal and Chile, who do you think will have the worst points difference against them? And I think it's pretty easy to say. It's gonna be Romania. Like, all respect to Romania, I don't know shit about them. I don't know any of their players. But I mean, every team in their pool, South Africa, Ireland, Scotland and Tonga, could all put 50 past Romania, and they probably will. I wouldn't even be surprised if Romania goes this whole tournament without scoring a try, which is scary to think about. Maybe get 1 or 2 consolation tries. But yeah, so that is my official predictions for Pool A, Pool B, Pool C, Pool D, winners, losers, and overall the prediction for who will have the worst points difference after this World Cup. Let me know what you think about it. As I said, run wild in the comments, get this up, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.